Hello everyone, my name is Alexis Kramer. I have another page where I sing songs. I am a songwriter. I am also a member from Freedom from the Streets. And I help people that are experiencing homelessness and on the verge of being homeless and formerly homeless deal with barriers that are affecting permanent housing. And I am here to tell you that there are so many different reasons of why people are homeless. It could be criminal backgrounds. It could be dealing with child protection. It could be mental health. It could be lack of income, lack of employment, lack of affordable housing, deeply affordable housing. There is just not enough housing for everyone. And lately, and I'm speaking from Minnesota, and I know that it's going around the whole United States, but here in Minneapolis and St. Paul, there are a lot of people that are being displaced, and this is all the people know is where to live, outside on the streets, because they've been living outside on the streets forever. So I want everyone to listen to this, and I want people to understand that there are so many things going on right now, and that we need to understand that these people are still human beings. Regardless if they're messy or don't know what they're doing, they are still human beings, and the government and the state needs to understand that. Regardless of whoever is going through something, we are all still human beings. We all make mistakes. And I am so sick and tired of the government and the state telling us how to live, telling us where to go, telling us how to raise our children, telling us how to do all this shit when it has nothing to do with them. The government needs to understand that we are all human beings. And that is where I'm coming from. I'm an advocate. I am dealing with child protection. I know what it feels like to be homeless. I've been homeless for over 15 months in Hennepin County. And not once have they helped me get to where I need to be. They got a criminal background on me not only because of the color of my skin, but because I grew up in the foster care system. That's the only reason why they target people of color. It's because if they've been in the foster care system, I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to be honest, I'm only speaking for Minnesota. I cannot speak for other states because other states could be targeting Caucasians, for all I know. But I don't know because I'm not in your state. So before people judge me based on what I'm saying statistically from Minnesota, people of color are constantly targeted by the government. And I want you to understand that when you see someone out on the streets and you want to tell them to go get a job, how about you mind your own damn business and recognize that not everyone can work? And I'm going to tell you this right now. How would you feel if you were homeless? How would you feel if you were outside on the streets, out in the cold, and you were displaced so many times, and you tried asking your county for help, but you couldn't get help because the county don't give a fuck about you? Excuse my French. I know it's early, I shouldn't be cussing, but I am just telling you, I am frustrated, I am angry. And I know there are people out there that don't like how black people talk. But you know what? I found my voice. After a year, I found my voice. And I do not care who does not like how I talk. Because this is how I talk, and you're going to deal with it. This is what an angry woman looks like. And if you can't take the criticism or understand whatever job position you are going to be, you're going to get a lot of criticism. So you better stop. Let me tell you. You better stop putting your feelings in there and do your damn job. The government needs to do their fucking job. I'm gonna be honest. And the people who have a home, let me tell you, when you get your kids taken, you tell me how you feel. I'm gonna say it like that. Because once you lose your children, you lose your source of income. Your mental health goes up the drain. You get so bad mental health that you can't even, immediately you think of suicide because your children are your whole life. You get a criminal background. Because child protection wants to involve the police. Why does the police got to be involved with everything? You know what I mean? It don't make no sense why all these freaking cops got to keep killing our black men and black women all over the United States. Why is nobody protesting? Why is nobody getting off their ass and protesting and standing for justice? We are all dealing with injustice right now, and we're all just sitting at home doing nothing. No. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't give a flying hoot about child protection services. I don't get a flying hoot about the damn government. I don't get a flying hoot about damn law enforcement. I ain't scared of these motherfuckers. I'm not going to sit on my ass and be scared for the rest of my life because they ruined my life. Stop being scared. Stop listening to what the government is telling you, because the government always lies. Stop believing what your county tells you. Stop believing what your city tells you. Stop believing what your state tells you, because they all lie. You must think. You need to think outside the box. All these people do is lie. Why do you think child protection takes all our kids? Based on false allegations. One call to child protection. Oh, they're at your door. Oh, and then they want to take your kids. And if they know your past, if they know that you've been in foster care, you're going to get your kids taken. And you know what immediately happens? Oh, termination of parental rights petition. And you know what happens after that? They immediately want to terminate your rights over nothing, because they have no allegation. They have no evidence of the allegations that they're telling you. So I'm going to tell the people that are watching today, you better wake up. And I don't mean this, I don't mean to say all this stuff to be like mean or offend nobody. But me personally, I feel like we all need to take a stand together and stop being scared of the government. Stop listening to what the government tells us. And start taking over. Take over the city. Start rioting. Start looting. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be terroristic right now, but I'm serious. I'm sick of asking for people to help, and all they do is screw us over. It is time we take over our cities. We take back our streets. Because if that's the only way we're going to get them to listen, that is what we're going to have to do. Because obviously, they ain't listening to the homeless people. They ain't listening to the families that have lost their children to child protection. They ain't listening to the incarcerated people that have been in jail before. And let me tell you, it's mostly been people of color here. They have not listened to no one but the rich people. I'm sorry to say that. I am so sorry. I'm not trying to offend nobody, but it's true. They rather listen to the rich people than they were to the poor communities. They're not listening to everyone. And I'm going to tell you, ever since I've been with Freedom from the Streets, I found my voice. I've advocated. I don't care. I've been speaking up for myself because that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Just like anybody else. I cannot keep speaking up for everybody else. You have to speak up for yourself, because it is your own story that you need to tell. And who cares if they don't like it? Who cares? All that matters is you. It's your story. It's your truth, not theirs, telling them and defining who you are as a person because they think they know you and they don't. I've been fighting for my kids for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in February. Don't give up. Keep fighting. And for the homeless community, don't give up. Because you got advocates that are willing to bite their... You got advocates that are willing to fight their butt off to help you. That's all we've been doing. I've been trying to help the homeless community. I've been trying to help families with children. Because I know what the government is doing. I'm educating myself. I've been educated since January of this year. I'm going to tell you, I've been naive my whole life. I've been naive a year ago, and I'm sure everybody else probably was too. I didn't know how to stand up for myself until I joined Freedom from the Streets. Now I got my voice back. And now I'm telling you how it is. And I'm going to tell you right now, I talk so much. Once I get started, I can't shut up. So if you want any like information about like what I do, how I do it, if you need help with child protection, again, I'm from Minnesota. I don't know every state's statutes, but please reach out to me and I can tell you from a perspective from Minnesota on what they're trying to do. But I know damn well that we're all going through the same issues. We just all need to help each other. We just all need to work together, and we all need to stay strong. You know, stop being scared. And I'm sorry. This is the topic that I really hate that I need to bring up. The mask. You're basically letting the government control you if you continue to wear them damn masks. Did you know that African American descendants have been in slavery for over 400 years? Did you know that? We're like slaves to them wearing the mask. And you know how many people they have shot this year for wearing a mask? In Minnesota, there's like 500 names alone by itself. Minnesota. Put below how many of your people in your state have got killed by the police. Or because of child protection been assassinated. Because they don't want us to stand up to them. They know what they're doing is wrong and they're getting away with it. They're not following the laws. They're not following our constitutional rights. We've all been violated. 14th Amendment. Discrimination going around, racism going around. No, that's enough of that. But I'm going to leave it at that because I have to call someone back and then I have to get on a meeting. But I will be back later. I was going to sing a song that I wrote for the homeless community because I got sick and tired of the government here telling us how to live and telling them where to go and all that because I had no help. You know, it's also sad because in order for me to get in a housing program, I had to transfer to a different county just to get help. That's sad. Hennepin County needs to do better. All the states need to do better. Listen to what the people want. But that's all I gotta say for y'all. If y'all got any questions or anything, I do not condone negativity. So if your comment's gonna be negative, I'm just gonna delete it and I'm gonna turn off the comment. I'm gonna turn off the chat because I don't care who doesn't like the way I talk. This is how I talk, and if you don't like how black people talk, well, maybe you should figure out how you talk too. Because there are certain things that we don't like that we just need to understand and deal with. And I'm saying this, me personally, this is how I talk. And I honestly do not care how people feel about me talking this way because it's my own voice. It's my own truth. I'm speaking from what I'm going through, and I'm speaking up from what I see in my community in Minnesota. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I will come back on later. I hope you guys have a good day, blessed day. Stay warm, stay safe. Yeah, and happy holidays. Peace.